Hey everybody, thanks for watching this episode of Mike and Olive Review Things.
My name's Olive and this is my dad, Mike.
We have not reviewed anything in a really long time. We were doing some cooking stuff. We did some ukulele stuff. We'll do some more ukulele stuff here on our 30 days. I'm still playing a lot. Olive's playing every once in a while. But we found something that came out yesterday, and we just had to sit down and we had to listen to the entire thing. We haven't done a listening one in a really long time. And what is it?
Lady Gaga, Chromatica.
So we're going to do another...
Did I say that right?
You did say it right.
Okay.
We are going to do another album review. Our last album review was...
Lover by Taylor Swift.
Yeah. So, as you can probably tell, there's not too many albums out there that's like, hey, let's review on a kids show. So, and Lady Gaga is probably not appropriate music for kids anyway, but I love Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga is one of my favorites. Do you like Lady Gaga at all? Prior to listening to this album.
She's good.
You never really liked her. I tried to get you into her when you were like 3 or 4, and you much preferred Katy Perry. So you'd really like Katy Perry songs, but I'd play Lady Gaga, and you didn't really care too much. The reason I like Lady Gaga was that I was writing for a music website back in the 2010, 2011, and when Lady Gaga really made it big. And it was one of those websites that I was able to kind of write anything I wanted as long as it had to do about music. Stop doing that with your feet. And so I also got paid bonuses if we reached a certain amount of viewers on each article. And so I started writing about Lady Gaga anytime she did anything, whenever she wore a meat dress or whenever she...
What's a meat dress?
She literally went to the MTV Music Awards in a dress that was made out of meat.
It must have been hard to get there.
It was, yeah. So anyway, I just started writing about Lady Gaga because I got paid more whenever I wrote about her because people were really interested in learning about her. And then I just started liking her. Like, that, it was accidental. And I went to her concert back in 2010 or so, right before Born This Way came out, maybe. Anyway, the point is, I had 103-degree fever. I was really sick, and I still went to the concert because I wanted to see it so bad. And it was incredible. It was one of the best concerts.
You just watched it on TV?
No, you couldn't just watch it on TV. It's a concert. That wasn't a thing. You can't just watch it on TV. It's a live concert with human beings. Something that we used to be able to do. I'm not sure when we're going to be able to do that again. Anyway, that's my history with Lady Gaga. I really like everything, or not everything, I won't say everything because there's definitely albums that here or there, but her first couple albums, The Fame, Fame Monster, which is the EP, Born This Way, even Art Pop and Joanne, I liked all those albums, but here, Chromatica is her new album that just came out, and it is a love letter to electronic and techno music. Not a big fan of either of those genres. And so I didn't know this prior to listening to the album. I looked it up a little bit after. I still don't know too much about it, but I do know that's what she wanted to do. She kind of got her start in that electronic music and wanted to go back. So we're going to go song by song and discuss which ones we liked and rate them and what we liked about them. So the first song is just called Chromatica 1. It is an interlude. It just kind of sets a dramatic tone. We do not have a rating for that one because...
We don't?
No, it really doesn't do anything. It's just an interlude. So we'll just skip that and go to the first actual song called Alice. This is kind of like a club dance song. And she keeps on talking about looking for Wonderland. And so I think it's kind of a play on Alice in Wonderland. What did you think of it?
I like the beat.
You like the beat? Yeah, it's definitely a good dance song. I think it's going to be playing if we ever get back to clubs and people dancing with each other. I think it would have fit really, really well on her first album, The Fame. Poker Face, those kinds of songs. It sounds very similar. It goes back to her kind of beginnings. I think it's one of the better songs on the album. I gave it a 7.
I gave it a 7.
7 as well.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah. The third song, Stupid Love. This was her first single that came out a few months ago. I never really listened to it. I know the video came out. I meant to watch it, and I never did. But I like the song. I think it's it's a faster beat. It's I think a little bit better dance song. She keeps on talking about I want your stupid love. I think that's kind of a funny like saying of just being like, yeah, sometimes love is stupid, and I want it. What'd you think?
Wait. I liked it.
What'd you give it?
A 9.
A 9. Okay. So wow. Yeah, I give it an 8. So yeah, we're starting off strong. Good job, Lady Gaga. First 2 songs, I was like, oh wow. I'm gonna rate them a 7 and an 8, and we're just gonna get better and better from here. But then the track 4, Rain on Me, which is a second single that just came out with Ariana Grande, and I don't know, it made some news because USA Today wrote the weirdest headline ever where they said, Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande team up for a song together where sometimes they sing separately and sometimes they sing together. And what's that called?
A duet.
A duet! Yeah, and people were like, yeah, USA Today, it's just called a duet. Like, that's how songs work with 2 people. I think this song is going to be played in every single Peloton class for the rest of time. Every spin class you go to. It's very much one of those songs that it's not going to be the beginning of the spin class. It's not going to be the end, but it'll be somewhere in the middle. It's like Rain on Me. It's got a great beat. It was pretty good. You didn't like it at all, though.
No. Guess what I gave it?
You told me what you gave it. This is the only one I know that what you gave.
A 0.
A 0. That's crazy. I mean, there's some bad songs on this album. This isn't one of the bad songs, and Olive gave it a 0. I gave it a 7.
Ew.
So apparently, Olive is not a fan of Ariana Grande. Still can't get over her licking that donut.
What donut?
She licked a donut in a donut shop, and it got on camera, and people were really, really upset about it. Track 5, Free Woman. I think this song is going to be played with groups of friends when they break up with their boyfriends, like that scene in Friends when they burn all of the photos and stuff of their ex-boyfriends. It's like season 1. But I think people are going to play this song. Doesn't mean it's a good song, but I do think lonely people are going to be like, when they break up and they're like, no, I'm going to get through this, they're going to play this song, Free Woman. What do you think?
I gave it a 5. It's fine. It's fine.
I gave it a 5 as well. It's fine. I don't know who came up with that saying first. I feel like I say that a lot, but yeah, Olive said it very well. It's fine. It's fine. All right, number 6, Fun Tonight. I was very, very excited about this song. Great title. You think it's going to be about like going out, having fun. You know, back when we were in college when we would get ready to go out for the night and you'd play music and you'd have fun with your friends and maybe you'd have a drink or 2 before you went out. That was fun. This song is not about that. This song's about not having fun tonight and being surrounded by like paparazzi and all the things that come with celebrity and how some people really enjoy it and Lady Gaga doesn't. It's not as fun as I was hoping it would be. I was very disappointed with this song.
Yeah, when I looked at the name, I was like, that song is going to be the best song. I might give it a 10.
I 100% agree. Yeah. But I didn't. I gave it a 6. And at that point, I thought that was going to be the lowest grade on this. It's not. Spoiler alert. It's still one of the best songs on the album, and I didn't even like it that much. So, now, what'd you give it?
A 6.
A 6. Okay. So we're the same there. Chromatica 2, the next interlude. So then we're going to end that section. Now we're on to a new section. And I kind of like this, except the next section is terrible. I'm sorry. I was really excited to review this album, and I thought, you know what? We're going to review this album. Both of us are going to love it. We're going to tweet it out. Lady Gaga's going to find it. She's going to tweet out our review, and like we're going to get thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers. I
can't tweet me.
Not you. I said Lady Gaga.
No.
But now we're going to be in for a world of hurt, and I'm not going to probably. I don't want Lady Gaga to see this because I want to let her know I love you, but the next few songs are just garbage. Number 8, 911.
Oh, it's weird.
It's really robotic. It's incredibly techno heavy at this point, or not at this point, but then I start to understand that this is just going to be a straight up techno electronic EDM music fest, the entire thing. And I realized I don't like that music. I gave it a 4, and I don't know what Papa 911 means.
What's that mean?
That's what she kept on saying. Papa 911. Papa 911. Which is very different than 911 is a joke in your town. Get up or get down. Late 911 is a joke in your town.
What?
Public Enemy. What'd you give it?
Wait, let me look. Oh, I gave it a 4. So.
Yeah, okay. So we're still on I kind of felt like this would be like someone's first song they've ever made, which is not the true. That's not true about Lady Gaga. She's made hundreds of songs. It's weird. Kind of feels like a parody.
What's a parody mean?
Parody is like you're making fun of something. So it would be like somebody making a techno song, saying techno's bad, but this is how we do it. Number 9, Plastic Doll.
What? I didn't get that one. I didn't get that one at all.
You didn't? Because it was the simplest metaphor ever. I was not expecting this from Lady Gaga to have such a simple metaphor. She's basically saying, you just treat me like a toy. And whether it's maybe ex-boyfriends or the music industry, she says, don't play with me. It just hurts me, rhyming me with me.
I get that part. It's just, well, why would you put that in a song?
Why would you put it? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It seems like it's very a juvenile look at a song, like a high schooler writing this song.
Yeah, Toy Story is better than that, and they are literally plastic dolls.
Yeah. I gave this a 4 as well.
Yes.
Another 4? Wow, we didn't look at these, except for the one that she told me she gave a 0 for. All right, number 10, Sour Candy with BLACKPINK. I had to look up who BLACKPINK was.
Wait.
At first I thought it was like a producer, but then it turns out it's a K-pop group. So it's a woman K-pop, Korean pop group. Right off the bat, this is the 3rd single. It just came out. It sounds just like Katy Perry's Swish Swish. In fact, I changed it to that during the song, and I don't think Olive could tell the difference.
No, but Swish. Wait, what's it called again?
Swish Swish.
Is way better.
Swish Swish Bish.
Is way better.
Way better. And you kept on saying, "Is this Lady Gaga? Is this Lady Gaga?" But no, it was BLACKPINK at certain times. But it's also a really basic metaphor. Sour candy.
Like Sour Patch.
Like Sour Patch Kids. What'd you give it?
A 0.
A 0. Jeez, I gave it a 4.
I did not like it.
So, yeah.
Okay, the next one.
Next one, Enigma.
What's Enigma mean?
What's an enigma mean? I wrote it down just to make sure I understood what it was, and I had it right because I didn't understand why Lady Gaga was writing about it. Something that is mysterious, puzzling, or difficult to understand. It's an enigma. And she keeps saying, she's an enigma. I feel like Lady Gaga just learned this word and was like, I'm writing a song about it. That's the only thing I have for this song. It's just like, all right, sure.
Stop in the middle of this, Lady Gaga. Stop in the middle of it. Because then all of the rest of the songs, yeah.
I gave it a 4.
I forgot what I gave it. Oh. Wait. I gave it a 5.
A 5. Okay. All right. Next song, 12, Replay. So, I was not sure if I liked this song or if it was just much better than the last 4 songs. And so I started to like it a little bit more. I gave it a 6, but I don't necessarily know if it's good. I just, after listening to 4 really basic, boring songs in a row, I like this one better. So I give it a 6.
Yeah, I give it a 6. It is the weirdest song I've ever heard.
It's the weirdest song you've ever heard? I don't think
Yeah,
that's
this
true.
is what it says. This is what mine says. It's so weird.
Okay. All right, so now we're over Chromatica 2. We're on to Chromatica 3, another interlude. Track number 14, Sign from Above with Elton John. Sign is spelled S-I-N-E.
Okay.
Tell me what you think about this, because I might go off a tangent on this one. Go.
I like that.
Okay. It starts off really slow, then it picks up. But when Elton John does his solo, he sounds so robotic and not like he sounds like Elton John, but he sounds like he's doing a parody as a techno. Like if you go to YouTube and is like, I want to hear an Elton John song, but I want to hear it in techno. But what it really reminded me was Joseph Gordon-Levitt when he was on SNL for What Up With That. He comes out as Claus Future. I'm going to show you a photo right now. And he's playing the guitar. And
It's a guitar.
the guitar is a guitar, like it's a keyboard, but it looks like a guitar and you kind of wear it. And he says,
I've seen that before.
in the future, dogs will be cats. In the future, shoes will be hats. And it's such a parody of someone in the techno and electronic industry that this is exactly what it made me think of in this song. So then I couldn't get that out of my head. So like all these songs were just like, oh, this is Joseph Gordon-Levitt and What's Up With That? That's Claus Future. I gave it a 7 though.
Wait. I'll be right back. I gave it a 6.
A 6. Okay. Song 15, 1,000 Doves. It takes a little bit of time to get to where it's going, but it kind of picks up and it's not bad, but I don't really have much more to say about it.
Yeah, it's not bad. But
I gave it a 6.
I gave it a 6 too.
All right, on to song 16, the last song on the album, Babylon.
I thought it was Baby Lion.
Baby Lion. It's Babylon. I mean, I did have to look up because I'd heard it used so many different times, but it was the capital city of Babylonia in the kingdom of ancient Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia between the 18th and 6th centuries BC. So yeah, so I guess that's. But I don't know what this song has to do with that at all. I couldn't follow it. I did learn something today. It really reminded me of Madonna's song Vogue, but not as good. Vogue is a very good song that has lasted the test of time. Not sure if I'll listen to this one again, but I gave it a 5.
It's so weird.
So weird?
Yeah, and I gave it a 6.
6. All right, so what are our overall thoughts of the entire album, and what are our grades?
I'm giving it a 5.
A 5? Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. There were songs you liked. There were songs that you disliked a lot. I'm going to give it a 6. Just because the few songs that I did like, I'm going to listen to a bunch. But there's a whole handful of songs that were really bad. I didn't give anything less than a 4. But yeah. But not what I was hoping for. I like Lady Gaga a lot. She doesn't come out with an album that often. But I will say what's impressive about Lady Gaga is that obviously her first album was really like just trying to break through. And then she really did in a very big way. And her second album with Born This Way, if you don't count the EP, the Fame Monster, the Fame Monsters two combined. Anyway, when she got to Born This Way, she was like, okay, I've made it. I can do what I want. And she did, and the album is amazing. And then she became so popular that it was like, oh, not only can I do whatever I want, I screw everybody. I can do anything what I want. And so she did her art thing with art pop, and she did her whole country, western, blues R&B thing with Joanne, and then she went off and she did a duet album with Tony Bennett, and she did a Stars Born and all this kind of stuff. And now she's just like, I'm gonna go back to electronic music. And yeah, it's pretty good. And I bet you if this was her first album, people would think it was incredible. But it's not her first album, and a lot of it sounds incredibly basic. Yeah, basic. Which is not true at all about Lady Gaga. So yeah, that's what our thoughts.
The album is basic.
The album is basic. Sorry. Yeah, I wish I could give it a much better grade so I could tweet this out and then she'd know who we are and send it out to all of her little monsters. That's what she calls her fans. But she's probably not going to like this review. And so, sorry. Thanks for watching this review of Chromatica by Lady Gaga. We're really excited to be back and doing some more reviews.